Hey guys, we're here with a deck profile now, considering that we just had this adjustment list from Konami. People are saying that pendulums are dead, they're gone. I beg to differ. I still think they're half decent. The deck's still OTKs, but you have to play a variant build that's a little different, kind of strange, but to me, this build has worked. You can go into as many Xyz monsters a turn as you like for rank 4 spam. This deck is fairly consistent. It's just a lot of change stuff. You have to find stuff to substitute in the deck, and that was the tough part at first. But we're gonna jump right into the main deck to start. So before we were playing 2 lizard draws, but now we're doing 3. 2 used to be standard, but with things getting hit, you want to have more of him in there for consistency, so you can draw more and everything. That way you have more scales as well that you can use. I do double sorcerer only because you don't want to completely strip your deck having 3 of him. I've thought about using a third one, but I think 2 is okay, because you don't want to completely like run your resources out with this, considering we did lose a lot of stuff. 1 turtle before, just as before, it's kind of standard. 1 part Naga. This card helps you OTK a lot and get over a lot of Monarch stuff like Majesty's Fiend and Vanity's Fiend. 1 monkey board because you can only play 1, and 1 Joker because you can only play 1. That's it for the Perform Pal lineup. And then the Draco Slayers, I do 2 Vector and 1 Luster. I don't play any Master. Obviously, when the new Draco guy comes out, I'll probably end up playing him in here, and I'll have to pull stuff out. But this is an okay lineup. You don't need to use you don't use this too much. This is really in here for your synchro plays, which is, it's decent. It works. Then onto the Perform Age engine, because we do still play Perform Age. I do double Mirror Conductor, whereas before a lot of people were playing 1. You kind of need 2 now, just because it's another scale, and it's actually really good to lower your opponent's monster's attack and things like that. And you can always use your Luster to pop 1 of them and then search the other one, which is a really good thing. Double Hat Tricker, that way you just have more names to special summon. This deck is turning into a lot of rank 4s, or rank 4 spam, which is, it's not bad, but you just kind of have to work around stuff. And then I do the 1 Trick Clown, just to help you OTK, and it gives you another monster to use as an Xyz material. Then on to the Fun engine, which is the way that I'm playing this deck right now to make this deck actually operate. We do double Armageddon Knight, so we can dump stuff like Infernity Archfiend, Zephyros, Archfiend Hyrus, and Infernity Necromancer. So we're playing an Infernity build of pendulums now. That way we can have stuff to search out. We have stuff to board wipe if we have to. You want to give yourself as many opportunities to do whatever you can to strip your opponent's field and search, but not over search, which is really good. And then for the last monster in the main deck, we are playing a Masked Chameleon, just because we did lose Luster down to 1, so you can use this and 1 Pendulum guy to go into Ignister, which is still good because you need to go into Ignister, obviously. Onto the spells. Triple Upstart, which is, you're playing a 37 card deck now, obviously. Then Double Wavering, you're not going to need 3, in all honesty, because people are going to think pendulums are done, so no one's going to try and play them as much. And you can always side deck a third one, so it's not a big deal. We do 1 Foolish. Obviously, we can dump Hyrus to then search an Archfiend. We could dump Zephyros. You could dump Trick Clown. That way you could special summon him back out on the field. You just have, it's there for a couple of cards. 1 Raigeki, because you want to be able to board wipe, especially if you're going second. You want to win as quickly with this deck as possible. I never saw people play Raigeki in like the original PePe builds, and I think they should have, because wiping someone's board is really good. 1 Rhoda to search out Armageddon Knight, pretty standard. And then 1 Infernity Launcher. which you kind of have to do for your Infernity engine. It helps you loop Archfiend, which is really, really fun. Then onto the traps, we do one Infernity Barrier and one Infernity Break. That way we just have more stuff to search off of Archfiend. And they're both really good cards, in all honesty. Then we do one Time Space and one Bottomless in the main deck. I thought about doing 2 Time Space, but I don't want to like kill my life points completely, and I'd rather have this in case I play against something where Time Space isn't an option to be using it. So if they normal something, I don't want to have this there and not have a Bottomless that I could have used. And then for our last few, we do one Solemn Strike. I don't think you need to play more than one of this, because it's okay, but like it's not anything crazy. I like the card, but it would take up too much space to do it at 3 or at 2 even. One Solemn Warning. Just playing 2 of this is really good, and we would do Scolding, but we have more traps, so we can't. And then our last card is one Vanity's Emptiness, because Cosmo is going to be played so much more, so they banish their Farm Girl and you just chain Vanities and you should be all set. Really, really good lock against Cosmo, and it does a lot for you. So that is the main deck lineup. So let me move to the extra deck here. I'm not going to show the side deck because the side deck is not complete yet. But extra deck, we do one Feral Imps. That way we could search Mass Chameleon, Part Naga, Lizard Draw. You have a lot of stuff to search off of this, which is really, really good. One Trapeze. Trapeze is really solid, helps you with OTK plays as well. One Key Beetle. That way your Vanities doesn't get wiped out, which is a really, really good play. Then we do one Cowboy, also for OTKs, in case you're just short by that little bit and you want to go main phase 2 Cowboy. I do double Diamond Dire. I took this from the build that I saw from the Infernity PePe deck that had topped. This is obviously before the adjustment, but I think this is actually a really good play to do 2 of this. And also, like, you don't have as many cards to play in the extra deck for this deck now, so it's almost like a filler. And I'm not like saying that to say that you couldn't put something in there. Obviously, with Giant Hand being reprinted in the next premium gold that we're getting, one of these will get pulled out for a Giant Hand. So that's more than acceptable. So this is just a filler for now, I guess you could say. One Abyss Dweller, because Dweller is really good against Cosmo. One Castell, because you want to be able to get rid of stuff on the field to OTK. One Magister Paladin. This card I'm thinking about pulling, but I don't have anything to pull it for, so it's just kind of sitting in there for now. Probably will end up staying in there too. 101, just to steal stuff that you need to steal, and that's pretty self-explanatory. One Rafflesia. That's obvious considering we're playing a Time Space and a Bottomless. I think Treacherous is a really bad card. Treacherous kind of sucks, and it would be really bad in this deck considering we have a bigger trap lineup. And one Daigusto Emerald, just to shuffle stuff back in that you need to shuffle back in. For example, like, let's say you want to shuffle an Infernity Archfiend, I don't know, because it's in your graveyard and you've already done Launcher and you can't get it back out. That would be something you could use Emerald for, as well as Xyz monsters that you want to put back into the extra deck, that way you can make them again. Then onto the Synchros, we do one Omega, because we have the ability to with Mass Chameleon, so why not put Omega in there considering he is a really, really good card still. Then we do double Ignister. Double Ignister is really good, obviously, with Mass Chameleon, and you still do have the one Luster. So the deck works overall. It is slowed a lot, but it's still highly functional. You definitely want to try and go second with this build, much like the original PePe, where you want to OTK as quick as possible. I would definitely suggest trying to go first, or second, sorry, just because it's an easier OTK, and you don't want to waste time sitting there waiting for your opponent to try and do stuff to you. So that is my deck profile for PePe Infernity, for the Konami updated ban list, or adjustment ban list, whatever you want to call it. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you next time.